Hi, what's up? It's me again, Naja, and if you hear the voice overflowing,
It's just a person in
it's
the
just a
background.
person that I know from earlier. Anyway,
From earlier. Anyway, okay.
anyway, we are going to do a promo.
A bit of a promo for AIW.
AIW, which is the Artist Institute of Washington. If y'all don't know what that stands for,
Yeah. Basically, we're speaking on behalf of the photography
exactly.
program.
With
The two of us are both bachelors.
of photography, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you some photography that our teacher, Mr. Eric Patton, taught us on P102.
Oh, he was awesome. In P102 last quarter,
Last
we learned
quarter
a
that I
lot.
had.
We're going to show you what we learned.
We're going to show you what we learned and what
we're going to educate you.
Yeah. We're going to show y'all what to do on.
We're going to show you how to critique a photo.
How to take a good photo.
And well, also, not necessarily how to take a good photo, but how to critique a good photo.
Yeah, because there are some people who could take a different way and it comes out wrong. So we're going to show you the best way to do it.
Well, not necessarily. Basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to show you why Eric's class was the bomb, and whoever's teaching this quarter's P102 class isn't. So, with that said, let's begin. Eric showed us. So many interesting photographers.
I was gonna say.
I'm sorry, damn.
It's okay. Eric showed us one photographer.
He showed us so many different photographers.
I mean, I know he did, but the one that we have in our hand right now is the printout paper of Irving Penn.
I think his name is Irving Penn.
I keep messing up his name. Irving Penn.
Ivan Irving.
And he took this picture.
He takes some really incredible photos.
Yeah, he took a picture called Summer Sleep, and it's from New York in 1949.
Nice.
As you can see, you see a beautiful girl. She's laying on the bed with a fan. And
I know it's in black and white.
It's in black and white, but in color is way better.
Oh, so absolutely.
There's a website on here. Where is it?
Yeah,
It's right here.
Mastersofphotography.com.
It says, if you can see it right here, get that website, and if you can't see the last one,
we'll type it in.
It says pen/pen_sleep_full.html in page 1 of 1.
All of that?
Yes.
Damn. Okay, can we just talk about the photo?
Yeah. Come on. This photo actually is a really nice photo.
It's incredible.
Because it's capturing the girl sleeping, but at the same time, you can actually see the flies.
The texture on this photo is absolutely amazing.
It's like, bam.
In fact, to grasp the photo, you have to see it in color because it's
better in color than it is in black and white.
It has a lot of sepia tones. There's a little bit of I wouldn't say vignetting, but it almost has a bit of a vignette effect.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, there's like a screen texture between
the girl and the camera.
What seems to be.
But you can also see the fly because you know how
she almost looks like a paper cutout.
Yeah, because you know how you're at a certain place and it has so many flies, so you have to get the cover for it. That's what it looks like. And also, if you want to take pictures in black and white, the best way to take pictures in black and white is if you're doing detail on something. Like if you have a male model or female model and you want to take a picture in black and white, it shows the trueness and the detail on their face. In my opinion, it's better to take pictures with people and their faces in black and white than to take stuff in color.
You know what is better, technically?
Yeah.
Is if you do not take them with your camera. That's a rule. It's a rule. You don't take black and white pictures with your camera. You take them in color and then make them in black and white.
On camera, which I think
Photoshop is really cool with that.
But most people recommend that Lightroom is better for editing. I only use Lightroom for making websites and editing.
You can fill light in there.
You can fill light with that. But in Photoshop,
well, that wasn't what we learned.
You can do most stuff in Photoshop that most people can't do. Because people use Picnic and
know what? Bucket. I wish we had found that photographer that uses film. Mm-hmm. They use film and it looked like they edited it on Photoshop. Yeah. Eric showed us that guy and we can't.
I can't remember the name, but
this stuff was incredible.
always take pictures in color and then put it in black and white when you edit it later on.
But let's check this picture out again because it's really incredible. It's nice. It's an incredible composition. Check it out. You've got the.
See, I was blocking my face because that's how good it is.
You've got the lady sleeping with this fly swatter, and you've definitely got a lot of like vintage atmosphere going on.
Yeah, like,
definitely.
I think the year
it's 1949.
1949. I mean, this is a good picture, even though it's almost the 50s. This is a really good picture because of what Mr. Penn did. He thought about
Mr. Penn.
I'm sorry. I'm going to call him Mr. Penn because I can't get his first name right.
Awesome.
So you see how he captures the lady sleeping, and then she has to have the swatter with her so that whenever the flies get her, she can just blam.
Well,
I mean, because I explain it. The thing is, I don't use the words that y'all use.
There's like a barrier almost. It's like where the screen texture is, the flies are on the outside of that, and the fact that the woman sleeping has the fly swatter, it's like it kind of plays with that line between like, you know, how close this woman really is to you, because the flies are on the outside, and she's got the fly swatter, so it just has a lot of visual depth to it, you know.
Also, I'm one of the photographers that don't know what type of photography I should do, but I'm leaning more into portrait and landscape.
Nice.
Portrait and landscape. It's one of them. I can't do fashion because I'm not good with fashion, but I suggest if you want to do portraiture, make sure you have enough light to make it pop. And if you're doing landscape, I always do horizontal and we'll do vertical.
Learned in lighting?
What we learned in lighting is that if you're doing natural light, it's good to catch some natural light during golden hour.
All right, what are the different times a day? Why don't you give that to me?
All right, golden hour in the morning from 7 to...
Well, whenever the sun rises.
Whenever the sun rises, because most of these...
You'll know because it's golden.
Yeah, because it's
And then what was that? What was the next one? Harsh light.
Harsh light, be
Was
careful of that.
45 degree.
Harsh light, you gotta be careful of that.
Because it causes dark circles under
around
the eyes and under the neck.
Yes, you want to show the neck, but don't make it a huge shadow.
It's
under it, because it's really bad. What else?
Cute at all.
Soft light, diffuse.
Soft light, diffuse. Well, golden hour is diffused.
I'm talking about during the day, noon. Because you know how like
noon.
Our teacher said to never take pictures during the noon because it's harsh.
Noon is harsh too.
So you want to start taking pictures around 2, 3 o'clock. Between 2 and 3 o'clock, and then and then when it hits golden hour, that's the best part. Golden hour
happens twice.
Golden hour happens twice.
When the sun rises
and when the sun sets.
There you go.
And it's also the best place to take it, because you can be anywhere and just take pictures. And golden hour, it comes out beautifully. And you can do it in different seasons. My teacher thinks that the winter is nice because of how
the light from the flash bounces
to the snow.
Why is that?
Because with white.
Exactly.
It's like
white.
It bounces.
It reflects.
It reflects on whatever object it is. Light. It could be a person or a flower or a wine bottle. The way I said it sounds so
white.
Wine bottle.
I said white.
Wine bottle. Basically.
Anyway.
If you
white
have
reflects.
What type of background?
White reflects.
If you have that type of white,
black absorbs.
I'm gonna get it.
Really, she's getting it.
This type of white or an off-white, that would help out because what the light's gonna do.
Light travels.
It travels, so it's gonna bounce from your camera to the wall to the object. It depends on where you're locating your flash. Like if you're doing side light, then you have to. It depends. Like if you're doing natural light, you gotta do something that has nothing to do with the lights up here, or your flash, or the hot shoot. If you're doing it with flash, the flash that we recommend is the 580X if you have a Canon. And if you have a Nikon, I don't know because I don't have a Nikon, but my friend Alexis does.
Damn, you going all over that? Oh, I don't have one, but my friend does. So we're supposed to rob her now?
No. But if you have a Canon, I suggest you get the 580X EX flash because that has a lot of controls on it and it's very usable. If you're doing diffuse, get a white cover that goes on the flash and then try to take a picture on it. Or if you don't have it, be creative like I did and just wrap it around with toilet paper and then
Damn. Or you could try maybe tissue paper, colored tissue paper, or fabric over your light source. If you're using natural light, over the window.
Yeah.
There you go.
And if you have hot shoe pictures is one of the hot, you know those big lights that we had?
Oh, I do.
Yeah. If you're doing the hot shoe flash, you gotta do it in the studio. And if you're a lighting student, you can't have the studio unless the teacher is there.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm warning you now.
I think we just got a new photo in the printer. Check it out.
Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We have Walker Evans. Yep.
The Girl on Fulton Street. Check it out.
Another photographer that our teacher talked about second quarter.
Well, not necessarily. Actually, I did a presentation on this.
Oh yeah, you did. My friend, which I'm not going to mention her name.
Whose name will not be mentioned.
Whose name will not be mentioned on this video. Did a critique, a presentation on Walker Evans. And the picture is called
The Girl
on Fulton Street. And
awesome photo. In fact, what's so interesting about this photo is that it was taken with a large format camera. Let's talk about that.
Large formats.
Here at the Art Institute of Washington, we take a class called View Camera.
Exactly. Which I'm taking in the spring. Anyway, View Camera gives you a lot of equipment that you have to carry with you.
Seriously? You really went there? But what about the incredible photos that if you learn how to use it,
if you learn how to use
it, probably learn how to take?
Yes. Also, make sure that if you see something that you know you want to take a picture of, take it right at that moment.
You know what you need to do is plan it out.
Plan it out, and then
that's
bam.
Your best defense.
Like how Walker Evans planned this out, this came out nice. And this was in the almost 1930s.
Really?
Of New York. Look at the date, New York, 1929. It was It was almost the 30s.
It was the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Stock market crash.
Yeah. But look at the woman that's walking. You see that? This is nice. And this
is incredible.
It's very incredible. As you can tell.
Check out the street scene. I mean,
if you
look, the woman's face is amazing.
Woman's face is just there. Because you know how like he was saying there was a lot of men there? And she was like the only woman?
Yeah.
And that's what I guess that's what caught his attention.
Definitely.
Yeah. But look at the tone in her face.
Check out everybody's like the clothing. I mean, look at that. The hats.
If you know the clothing,
the clothes,
the clothes.
Talk about vintage. I love vintage.
Vintage.
Oh hell yeah.
Vintage. I think vintage is coming back.
It's been back.
I think it's been back. I don't know. I'm not good with fashion, so don't ask me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, back to View Camera.
Yeah. A lot of people say it's a bitch, and it is.
It depends on what season you're doing it at.
Yeah.
Which I suggest.
In the winter, it's a bitch because you're going out there.
I suggest not do it in the winter. Cause one, the snow gets really slippery, and then it's get cold.
Well, you know what else you might want to add is that it's not a requirement for associate students anymore.
It's not?
No.
Dang.
I told you that.
Dang. Good to have a bachelor.
Yeah, but
so the best time to take View Camera at AIW is spring, summer, and one of our friends says fall.
Wow.
But
spring
mostly
and summer, definitely.
Mostly spring and summer.
Whenever Dan is teaching it, maybe.
If you have View Camera, take it with Dan.
Okay, first of all, Dan knows what the hell he's talking about.
Yes,
that's true. He's a bit of a he's the type of person you want to crank call. He's the type of person you want to crank call. Yeah, because he knows something else.
Because he was like the first teacher to do it. Was he?
Crank calls?
No, the View Camera class.
I don't know, but he's been teaching it a long time,
so he knows exactly what he's talking about.
He knows that. Listen to Dan.
Listen to.
Except when he tells you to do something stupid.
Listen to D.
Which you will.